never submit. You got stand power, stronger than cement. Trust me, all the hard times I ever seen. You got a high purpose, high calling. Even when you alone, you're still important. It might seem impossible, but just keep moving forward. It's not the destination, the journey is rewarded. Don't be a worrier, be a warrior. You'll be the winner at the end of the story, victorious. Doesn't matter where you start, you can win. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can win. Doesn't matter if it's hard, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have lost before, but you can win. When your back's against the wall, you can win. When it's 1 against 1,000, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have, you are stronger than your fears and setbacks, never forget that. Nothing on this earth can overpower you. You got the strength, the power through, living truth. Dig in the roots, better Bruce. Dig deep in your soul, you got a lot to use. A lot to lose now, you can never lose if you never quit. Overwhelmed and submerged, but you never submit. You got stand power, stronger than cement. Trust me, all the hard times I ever seen. You got a high purpose, high calling. Even when you alone, you're still important. It might seem impossible, but just keep moving forward. It's not the destination, the journey is rewarded. Don't be a worrier, be a warrior. You'll be the winner at the end of the story, victorious. Doesn't matter where you start, you can win. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can win. Doesn't matter if it's hard, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have lost before, but you can win. When your back's against the wall, you can win. When it's 1 against 1,000, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have, you are stronger than your fears and setbacks, never forget that. Nothing on this earth can overpower you. You got the strength, the power through, living truth. Dig in the roots, better Bruce. Dig deep in your soul, you got a lot to use. A lot to lose now, you can never lose if you never quit. Overwhelmed and submerged, but you never submit. You got stand power, stronger than cement. Trust me, all the hard times I ever seen. You got a high purpose, high calling. Even when you alone, you're still important. It might seem impossible, but just keep moving forward. It's not the destination, the journey is rewarded. Don't be a worrier, be a warrior. You'll be the winner at the end of the story, victorious. Doesn't matter where you start, you can win. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can win. Doesn't matter if it's hard, you can win. You can win, you can win. You might have lost before, but you can win. When your back's against the wall, you can win. When it's 1 against 1,000, you can win.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our Wednesday night edition of the Walking This Way Impact Voice podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Fervent Jackson Jr., and we're broadcasting out of the DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas metropolitan area, along with my lovely co-host out of Miami, Florida, the Kingdom Chick herself, Miss Nancy C. How are you doing on this lovely Wednesday evening?
Doing great, Fervent. Seeing God bless and open up doors and doing miracles, signs, and wonders, and doing great.
But you know what, Nancy, that's what it's all about. You know, the signs and wonders, and we know those who believe, we know signs and wonders will follow. That's what his word stated, and it stated that in red. And that's what it's all about, believing, right? It's all about being a bona fide believer. It's all about serving him and serving him with gladness. And I was reading early in the book of Joel how as his people will never be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? So we should never be ashamed. Never walk with your head down. Never walk around being defeated. Never walk around feel like you're not useless. You're not defeated. You were victorious. He said, be a good cheer because he's overcome these things for us. So we should always be in good cheer. And we know that trials and tribulation happen. We know that. But that's why we were talking about this last night. Big shout out to Marquez last night. We had some awesome fellowship on the show last
Yeah.
night. Just flow. They're going to the deep things of God, and that's what it's all about, man. It's going to the deep things, going to the deep, deep, deep waters, and understanding the mind of Christ. Because the scriptures did say that this mind being you was also in Christ Jesus. So that's what we want to do. We want to operate in the mind of Christ. And we're just gonna wait to Amy time in. She lost connection, so we're waiting on her to time back in. So I know y'all just opened up the boys' home today.
Yes.
Kudos, congratulations on that. So what was going through you at the time when you seen the home coming to fruition?
Amen. I'm so excited for these boys to come into the house and be able to have a beautiful home that was furnished and made in their likeness so they can enjoy their stay there.
And it's all about love
Mm-hmm.
and to basically give these young boys a future. I almost say a hope,
Yes.
but give them a future. That there are possibilities, and we know that the way the children come up today, we know they come through all air walks of life. We know some have been abandoned, some have been
Mm-hmm.
abused physically, sexually, you name it, torn down mentally, but to bait and embrace these young boys with the love of Christ, and that they have that opportunity to say, hey, it's some real people who do love me. It's some real people who do care about me. It's some real people who see the best in me, and that you can push them to greater and greater higher heights. That's what the kingdom is all about, right? So
Yeah.
kudos to you and kudos to the staff in Miami, Florida doing that. I know you got doing a lot of great things in Miami, Florida, of course. I know you got the
Mhm.
outreach coming up soon. I know you're doing feeding the homeless, giving back in the community. That's what it's all about, right? It's not all about talking about it, but I know you're a woman of action.
Walking the walk.
Right, and being about it is the fruit thereof. But we do have our guest with us here this evening,
Oh,
Nancy.
hello.
Here in the DFW, she's a inspired upcoming actress. She's a model. Connected with her on social media. Introduced her to the podcast. We're glad she accepted to come on. And you know how we on the show. We love for people to talk about what they got going on, what they're doing, what they inspire, what keep them motivated. Because we know like what the scripture said, with God, all things are possible, right? So we glad to have individuals as yourself, Amy, who has turned your dreams into reality to inspire people. There is no excuse for greatness, ladies and gentlemen, those who listen to us now. There is no excuse for greatness. If a person with one leg can make something happen, what can you with two legs make something happen? So there is no excuses on greatness. But no further ado, we want to welcome Amy. Amy, thank you for taking time out your productive schedule to be on here
Well,
as you join me and Nancy. So go ahead, introduce yourself and welcome to the Walk in This Way's Impact Voice podcast.
well, thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be with you guys. Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes, we hear
Okay.
you.
So like you said, my name is Amy Titi, and I am starting with modeling and acting, and I'm loving it. So far, it's a great experience.
Eh,
It's like a dream of mine that I had for a real long time, and I finally got the chance to do it.
But you know
Amen.
what? That's what it's all about. The opportunity to do it. You're not talking about it. You actually making it happen and seeing it come to
Mhm.
fruition. So that's something you always want to do. Tap into acting. I sit here in Dallas. We have a lot of up and coming actors and actors who are getting into movies and things of that nature. So that's something you always want to do. Well, that's on your list.
Yes.
Okay.
I've wanted to do this for like over a lot more than 20 years. But I have kids. I had kids, and I was living in Ohio at the time. So the city I lived in was like an hour away from everything. And the kids were young and I didn't have the chance to do it. And then just recently, I was sitting with my son watching TV, and he's like, "You always wanted to be a model. You should pursue it now." And I'm like, "That's true. Yeah." I guess now the kids are grown. I have all the time in the world to do whatever I want. So here I am.
Amen. I was reading that you are part of John Casablanca.
Yes, yeah. I graduated from there.
Amen. Fun fact: I went to John Casablanca when I
Oh,
was 15 years old. I did
wow.
the school where they teach you how to walk and they do your
Hmm.
makeup, they take your pictures. I did that, so it was just cool to see that you're doing what
It's
one of
overwhelming
my
getting into this
passions.
industry, so they made it easier. I gotta say, and it's always nice in the future when you connect with people who went through the same experience.
Yeah.
And
So
you
you've
know
been doing
what?
this for, yeah.
And but then, it's also exciting to hear that your children encourage you, push you,
Hmm.
to pursue that. You know what I'm saying? That they kudos to the kids who see the greatness in you and
Mm-hmm.
to fulfill your dream and fulfill what you always wanted to do, and that they say, "Hey, I want to see mom fulfill her dream. I want to see mom pursue her goal. I want mom to fulfill the things she knows she always wanted to do." And just talk about that feeling of having that support system from your children.
Well, it's definitely amazing to have the support and the encouragement, and it feels great to be a role model for them. Seeing that no matter what age you're at, you always can pursue your dreams. There is no limitation on when you can start something new. And especially they're starting life now, and it's like very challenging, so starting something that's challenging myself, I think that will help them, that everybody does that, and I love their support with everything. They're always excited for me and cheering me up.
But that's what it's all about, because should as family we should
Hmm.
inspire,
Yeah.
as family should motivate, and at the same time as family we hold each other accountable. But we should see more successful family. I know we in this crazy world that we see a lot of negativity when it comes to family, but we're seeing a family unit um bonding together, standing together. Because at the end of the day, we know that, hey, mom is winning, we winning too. No,
Yeah.
mom gonna benefit, we're gonna benefit off of it too. And that's a beautiful thing about it. Just coming together and just doing what you love to do and just having fun with it. So let me ask you this: what has always been your dream role to play? What character that you always wanted to play in a feature block? I'm gonna say box office film.
Well, I think I'm more of a comedy person. Like, that's gonna be the easier role for me. But a challenging role would be like somebody with psycho tendencies or something like that. That would be really challenging. And if one day I'm able to achieve that, I will be really, really happy. But I think if I'm ever gonna make it to the box office, it might be more than likely something comedy.
Well, you know what? I believe in greatness, Amy. I believe
Yeah,
that the more you put in 1,000%, that's when doors open up.
that's true.
Because you gotta really, we know that people that's in Hollywood, people that's in the movie industry, they always looking for that new face. They always looking for the
Hmm.
next big thing, and we know that. Going biblical for a moment, we know in Proverbs it says that our gift should make room for us, and it's all about our gift. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift. You have to tap into where that gift is. But we know that gifts open up doors, and there's a thing
Hmm.
called paying dues. And we know you have to start at the bottom and work your way up.
Hmm.
And because they're always looking for the new face and the next big thing.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you try, you'll never know. And
Right.
I think if you work hard enough and you keep pushing, you'll get there.
You will. It will. And it's all about putting in the work, right? It's all about the
Yeah.
grind,
Hmm.
perfecting your craft, because the success will come, all that stuff will come. It's all about the work. And I'm looking at it from an athletic standpoint, like players like Michael Jordan, who's the greatest basketball player of all
Hmm.
times. You know, by him putting in the work, the
Yes.
endorsements and everything came along. Tom Brady, we know Tom Brady is the GOAT quarterback. And it's all about putting that body to work. LeBron James, people like that. It's all about putting that body to work. And we know we're in the
100%.
times now where in this generation, everybody wants something for nothing. We see everybody wants to take shortcuts. They want
Yes.
the easy way instead of it's all about putting in the work. What do you say? So how would you strive your work ethic, Amy, when it comes to put in the work and not look for shortcuts? Like I said, we have people today they just want to take shortcuts and not take the slow road, because the slow road is the successful road. The quick road is
Mm-hmm.
destruction.
Yeah. I mean, you have to keep trying. This is number one. Never give up. Never feel you're too big for something. Like, you're gonna be an extra. You're gonna be backstage. You're gonna be, background, and you're gonna be unimportant in that set, and that's okay. That's fine. You should do that because that's how you're getting the experience.
That's the
Um,
groundwork. That's where,
exactly.
yeah, you got to start somewhere, but
Yep.
that somewhere leads you to somewhere else.
Yeah, and you can't be bigger than that. You can't be I have to get paid for this, or
Mhm.
I have to get something where I'm proud if my friends or family see it, like it's something a big role. You can't start there. And
Yeah.
if you're convinced with that mentality, you're never gonna go anywhere. So you have to put the work, and then you have to keep developing yourself. You like nobody is great. Everybody needs to keep working on themselves, no matter how good they are. And you have to look at other people and see what you can learn from them and how you can
Hmm.
enhance yourself and keep working on yourself and never give up. Like, you're gonna have good days, bad days. You have to keep moving.
Right. And that's what it's all about. Because I was we've been talking about this on the show a lot lately, and I got it right in front of me. It's like I'm reading this again. Becoming an elite individual isn't just about achieving success in life. It's about constantly growing and improving yourself daily. So no, this
Hmm.
is a daily walk, and we're constantly improving ourselves daily. Because I'm an advocate for proving myself daily, because we are we evolve. We supposed to evolve. Some people don't,
Yes.
but we are to evolve, and we're always going to adapt new information. We're always going to adapt new things, but it's to get us better, right? Because
Yeah.
we
Hmm.
know the scripture said we go from glory to glory to glory. So we're going up. We're not going back. I take that back.
Hmm.
Some people may be going back, but we're.
And
I'm talking
that's
to people
fine.
who's
If
going
you're
up.
going back like a step or
Sometimes you got
two,
to go
that's
back
fine.
and redo it. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
always
that.
it's a learning experience that you have to pass in
Just
order
don't
to
give
get
up.
to where you're going.
Right. And don't get stagnant, because
Hmm.
that's what we go through, that have that develop that mental film room. Athletes, coaches, they have meetings, they have film, and they go back and watch these films, not to what they did
Exactly.
right, they go back to what they did wrong, and they
How
fix what
can
they
I
did
improve
wrong.
it? Yeah.
Right. And that's what we have to do. Okay, how can I go about doing it? How I should approach this? How should I engage it? How not to overreact, but how I need to respond differently. Because we all
Mm-hmm.
are working to making. We all are working to making, because we lack somewhere, but we're improving. So all about putting the groundwork. And we know a lot of times people want to get paid right off the bat. Like they have not seen your body of work. They had not seen anything from you, but you want somebody to pay you. But it's all about proving yourself, because back in the day, people that want to get into the industry, they would do it for free, because that's something they love to do. They just want to get their name out there. They
Mm-hmm.
just want to and they will build with a portfolio, a resume together. Do people still do that? Do they still have
Yeah.
resumes? And
Yep. Yeah. You have to have headshots, resumes, and
Yeah.
demo reels, all of that.
Portfolio. Yeah.
And you have to
and
keep improving it
And
and adding to
yeah,
it.
they have to be constantly
Updated.
updated.
Yeah. Yeah. And
but
for you to also add the experience to it, you have to keep doing new stuff. And
Right.
like you do notice yourself improving. Like, watching my old videos, I'm like, wow, okay, at least I see an improvement, and that's great.
and
Feels.
that's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like you go back and see how you gradually waited. Okay, I see a difference. I see how I approached this. I see how I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's always a beautiful thing to always work on self, because it's always good to correct ourselves, because we want to get better, right? So we want to get better in
Yeah.
all that we do, because that open up more doors for you. And not only that, people take you seriously. Like you mentioned, updating headshots, because we constantly changing. You know, we put on weight, we lose weight, so
Mm-hmm.
we constantly changing, and
Right.
that stuff is important too. And when y'all was talking about that, that made me think about investing, putting your money up. A lot of times people don't want to put their money up. You got to put your money up because you invest in
Mhm.
yourself, and you're going to get it back, but not to be escaped, not to be afraid of investing in yourself. So, and what advice would you give someone in investing in themselves? What advice would you give them?
Well, if you don't believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself, nobody will believe in you.
Right.
And it's the first step you take, because when you invest in yourself, you're investing in your dream, in your potential, in growing yourself. Because those stuff you're doing, it's eventually teaching you stuff, and you need, maybe not everything. Maybe you know already stuff, but you need guiding. And if you're not going to put the effort into investing yourself, you're not going to put the effort after. You see all those different free videos on YouTube and everywhere, and yet people still pay for classes, because classes are a different level of commitment. When you pay for something, you commit to it a little bit more, right? And
Yeah.
it's so sometimes not cheap, but it's worth the investment.
I
Yeah.
always say you gotta put in money to make money.
Yes.
Either way, in any job, you gotta invest in your clothes, invest in whatever
Hmm.
uniform, invest in if you gotta buy any products, you always gotta invest money to make money.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
100%.
Right. And it's all about making a sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term success.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I believe in that, because hey, I'm not gonna be able to go out this weekend. I'm not gonna be able to go out on vacation. I'm not gonna be able to do these things. I'm working on building something. That's
Hmm.
the commitment that you have to prepare yourself for. That's
Right.
why Jesus said, "Have you sit down and consider the cost?" Yeah, it's gonna
Count the
be,
cost.
yeah, count the cost, because it's gonna be some things you have to really think about before you do this. Are you ready for this? I mean, are you ready to have this conversation with your significant other, family? Because we're thinking long term, right? So
Hmm.
these kind of conversations that we need to have, and with ourselves first. Like, are you really? Do you really, really want to do this? And you got to put a hold on some pleasure things until you actually get to the point where you want to be at.
Yeah, it also applies in the kingdom as well. As God wants us to make sure we're good stewards and using what finances He gives us to help others. And when He sees that you're helping others and you're doing what He's is part of His heart, then He will give you more because He knows He can trust you with what He's given you, so you can
Exactly.
help the multitude, help the people that are out there. There's many people that are getting riches and they're not even using it correctly.
Yeah,
So it's important that we be good stewards.
that's true. I agree.
Man, that's what's up right there. And like I say, it's all about putting the work, right? So putting the work. Um, so let me ask you this, Amy. So, do you consider yourself a goal-oriented person, always setting goals for yourself?
Yes. I am a very much goal-oriented person. I always have to have a goal in my life and work towards it. I've done that with my career so far, and this time it's something totally different, out of my comfort zone. I'm not a person who likes to take pictures or do videos, so this is like
But
on the
you're in
other
that
side of
industry,
my
so you
comfort
gotta
zone.
do it.
So like this is totally out of my comfort zone, and I'm loving it. Like it's bringing something out of me that I
Right.
didn't know it's inside me, and I feel like a lot, like a whole new life opened up for me. And the whole thing, like the acting, whenever I'm on set, meeting the different people there, everything I'm learning, like it's really fun. It's giving me a different aspect of life, a different view to life. It's really great experience.
And it is. And just you doing what you always want to do and you seeing
Hmm.
it coming to fruition and having fun at it at its best. And I know it's art. It's really art what you do. So what is your mindset when it comes to the roles that you're preparing for? Because I know it is an art form. So what is your mindset at that time when it comes to taking on these roles when it comes to the movie?
Well, the funny thing is, before you start doing that in front of camera, you think acting is easy. You just, you know, act. And then you discover the one thing you don't want to do is act. Like you want to live the role, try to be it, but not act it because it's going to show on camera, and camera is very sensitive, can pick up all those different wrong vibes. So you need to live it, understand it. And I remember in John Casablanca, the classes, they were like, you have to know your W's, the five W's, why, when, where, who, and one other one. So in the beginning, when I heard it, I'm like, you know, I'll just act the role. And then after I started, I'm like, no, that doesn't look good on camera. You have to
Hmm.
live it. You have to be it. Like, just pretend it. Like, you can't act it, basically. So
Well, that's good.
I'm
You taking
learning.
it, but that's good. You taking the behind the scenes on that because when you when you entered into that arena, so it opened up your horizon. It gave you a whole new horizon, right? On
Hmm.
behind the scenes, like you said, people think it's easy, but when you go behind the scenes, it's a lot of work because it is gonna make you or
Or
break
break
you.
you.
And we see some. You
And you
got
go
some.
blank. You're like, wait, what? I had my lines memorized. I don't know any of them now.
Uh, so when people came into the class, do you had some people who committed to it? Did some people fall out when they realized, oh man, this
Mhm.
is overwhelming, I can't do this, and some just gave up? You had some, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I need it. I want to do it, and I want to achieve it.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine that when you get all this information, it could be overwhelming
Overwhelming.
for some
Especially
people.
when you got to memorize lines, and it's usually like a book.
Yes.
You got it,
Well,
and it's not that easy.
I like a challenge. Like I like to try new things, and just the idea that it's something, because I didn't do that. I always been academic and studying and all those stuff. And this one is totally different. It's talent. It's working on yourself, not on your knowledge.
Mhm.
And just watching stuff and seminars and you'll learn it. No, this is different because you can watch stuff, and I do watch stuff. I watch movies now totally differently than I used to, where I'm looking at faces, at expressions, how totally different it is um, after you've done it, after you've been behind the scenes, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and then I need to do it. And then you need to hear feedback from people. So you need to be thick skin, where you're going to
Hmm.
hear some painful stuff
You're
from
gonna
people
get
who
a
love you.
critic.
Be
Yeah.
like, you're horrible. You're not doing it right. Like you look too happy for somebody who's sad or whatever. Like they'll give you feedback and it hurts at the time, but you need to keep pushing through
Hmm.
until you perfect it. And it's not as easy as studying because it's you. It's your facial expression, your body movement, your engagement in the moment. So it's a challenge, but a beautiful one, to be honest.
And then you say it's a beautiful challenge. So basically, you got to become that role, live that
Mhm.
role.
Yep.
They become second nature. So when people see it on film, like, wow, that
Yeah.
You embodied that role.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So as you know, I know you're a mom, you're an actress and model and stuff. How do you balance your schedule? I know we got 24 hours in a day. I know that, but how do you balance everything out? What time do you start your day? Because I know being in that industry is time, right? So,
Yeah. And I wake up usually at 6. I go to Pilates every day at 7. I start my work at 8. I get off at 5, and then cook a quick meal for the kids, and then use the 3 4 hours I have left to work on my acting career.
Okay. So is it a certain regimen that you have, like for nutrition? Because I know when you're at work, it's certain. I know nutrition is important. You gotta have the energy, you
Yep.
gotta have the stamina and stuff. So, is it a strict regimen that you go by on a regular basis?
Well, for food, it's important for me to eat healthy. I love vegetables and salads and stuff. I try to eat home cooked meals. I'm not gonna say I don't eat fast food, but I try to minimize fast food and eating out. I do it just for fun. I don't bring fast food or restaurant food to the house. So this way, I try to keep the healthy meals where without spending too many hours in the kitchen making
Mm.
different meals.
Okay, makes sense. Nancy, you want to time in?
Um, yeah, I think, having a good balance of, what you get done and how you maneuver the day is a good thing, because it could be overwhelming with everything going on.
But it's always better to be busy than
Yeah,
to be bored and have nothing in your life.
right. That's stagnant.
Like yeah. I love. I know I'm overwhelmed sometimes. I have too many things to do. But I love that over just sitting in front of the TV, flipping, not knowing what to watch because that's the only thing I can do.
Hmm.
I rather be like busy, 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 go to sleep, wake up. I know I have a goal and I know I'm moving forward.
Amen.
And I know I'm doing the right thing in my life. I'm living my life the right way, in my opinion, the way I want to live it.
Right. Yeah, hey, that's
It's
what's up right
useful.
there.
Yeah.
Right. Like you say, useful because we know the old saying, like the old people just say, "An idle mind is a devil workshop." So if you
Hmm.
idle, you get into all types of trouble and everything else. But you're
That's
being
where depression comes.
right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. So you gotta be occupied, occupy and just stay focused and stay purpose driven. You know what I'm saying? And keeping your goals because the scripture does say, without a vision, the people
People perish.
perish. And I believe that's what people get bored in life because they don't have no vision. They have never developed a vision for their lives. We never develop a mission statement. We never, and businesses and play, they got mission statements and they got vision statements and all this other stuff, but we never looked at ourselves like that. We just take life as it is, it is what it is, wherever they give man to go with it. And we have a lot of people who are miserable. You have a lot of people who are upset and that they feel stuck. They feel trapped. What do y'all say about that to the ones who feeling stuck and feeling trapped and being weighed down because I want to pursue this, but I got bills and stuff. That's the one that stops people is bills. Stopping people from
Yeah.
fulfill their goals.
Sometimes you just got to step out in faith, and
You
know
know,
that, whatever it is you want to achieve, if you got God, God's going to back you up and push you to achieve those dreams.
that's true. You know the saying, what you don't change, you choose.
Right. Because I know what I was saying is that's what's going back to when Jesus was 12 years old. At 12, he knew he had to be about his father's business. At
Yeah,
12 years
that's why he
old.
would go to the temple and teach and listen and interact and let them know what the scriptures said. He would be reading the scriptures for them.
Right. So at 12 years old, think about the average 12-year-old is not thinking about purpose and their assignment in life. The average 12-year-old is out playing video games,
Mhm.
doing everything else. But at 12 years old, he knew what he had to do at 12. And it was astonished. You know what I'm saying? You had this young boy sitting around these adults talking and asking questions. And he just knew what he was meant to be on earth to do. And we talked about this last night on the show. Look at Jeremiah. God knew Jeremiah even before he knew his mother's womb. So
Mhm.
we all was destined for greatness, but it's up to us to tap into that greatness because we have a lot of people who just live life as it is and get beaten down and weighed down and they said the wealthiest place in the world is the graveyard because a lot of people have not fulfilled what they feel they were meant on earth to do. Everybody has a purpose, because I don't feel like we should live a wasteful life. We're not meant to live a mediocre life. We're meant to live a great life. But it's up to us in order to believe that for ourselves, because nobody's not gonna knock on your front door and say, "Hey, I'm giving you
Nobody's gonna
greatness."
save you. Yeah,
Right? You know what I'm
it's your
saying? Even
job, 100%.
right, because salvation was bought with a price. You know what I'm saying? He shed his blood for our
Yeah.
freedom. So it was. So
No,
it's gonna come
nothing
with a
is
price.
free. Uh-huh.
And
Right.
like nobody can make you do something. Like motivation has to come from inside you. Like
Yeah.
you can guide someone, try to show them the
Yeah.
way to go. Unless they get up and start doing it, they're not gonna get there. Like you can help your kid, for example, go to medicine school. Unless he does the work in there, he's never gonna become a doctor. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to put in the work. Nobody is gonna hold your hand and take you to where you want to be. And there's no shortcuts. There's no easy ways. You're gonna have to sometimes suffer. You're gonna have to sacrifice stuff, and you're gonna have to want it enough where that doesn't matter. You're still gonna move forward. You
I
want to do
agree.
it. Yeah.
I agree, Amy. I agree with you, Nancy, as well, because it's all or nothing. Even like salvation, he don't force salvation on you. It's something you gotta
Mhm.
want. So, with those saying, you lead a horse to water, we can't make him drink. So that's why I understand what the scriptures say now. I get it. That's why I say, how can any two walk together except they agree? That's why he tell you don't be unequally yoked. And I get it now, because
Mhm.
when you unequally yoked,
You're
it's
going totally
stress.
opposite directions.
Yeah,
And
that's why
then you can't. One person's gonna be dragging the other.
Yeah, that's true.
that's not good. It's not
No,
healthy.
it's not good.
Yeah.
That's why, because we got the load has to be light. What does it say? The load has to be light for each other. Like it shouldn't be a burden. Basically, it
No.
shouldn't be a burden.
No, it should be easy breezy.
Yeah.
White thing scripture said, drop every weight and sin. That's so easy to see us. Wherever
That,
that weight
that
is, drop it. Wherever
that
that
means
sin
there's
is,
people
drop
out there
it.
that need to drop some things. They ain't good for you.
You're right.
Cut it out.
I mean, that's
That's
what he
true.
said. That's what Jesus said. I mean, the stuff, anything that, cut it off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to cut some things off. In order for you to be great, you're going to have to cut off. It's like being healthy. In order for you to be healthy, you're going to have to let go of the sweets. You're going to let go of the fried foods.
Fast
You're going to have to,
foods.
yeah,
Mhm.
fast foods and stuff. Because people think I can just work out, eat all well. No, you defeat the purpose. You're going to have to change everything in order
Mm.
for you to get the results you want. And just like and what you're doing, in order for you to get these great roles, you have to switch it up, change it up, and just really perfect it in order for to get great roles, because everybody started at the bottom and worked their way up to the top.
Yep.
And the having fun with the process. Let's talk about that. How is it the process for you? How do you view the process? I know people say, man, I enjoy the process better than anything else.
Well, I so far I'm enjoying it so much. It's a great experience. I love learning anything. Like in general, I just feel it's a challenge for my brain and it adds flavor to my daily routine because life can get really boring fast when you keep doing the same exact stuff. So I'm loving the process and I think I'm growing and I can see it and I can notice the difference. And I'm just like excited about the process as much as I am excited about the destination and getting there. Even though I don't think there is a there getting, but like moving up, moving
Right, that's
forward.
it. From glory to glory to glory. And also right now,
Mhm.
I put Amy's Instagram account on the comment section. Right, it's right across the stream. So go ahead, follow her on Instagram, get all the latest updates, see what's going on. Keep in your prayers, keep cheering, give encouraging words because people need to hear the encouragement. So I want to give a big shout out to Miss Jones out of Fort Worth, Texas. She said so true. And also have a question for you from Miss Jones as well, Amy. She said, What's your what's your goal for growth in your craft? She said, "What's your goal for you? What's your goal for growth in your craft?" That's a question for you, Amy.
Um, then the sky is the limit. Like I want to keep growing,
And the
just
next,
keep improving, keep getting better.
hey, that's
Yeah.
it. Another question she has for you too. Do you have do you have a ritual or anyone that you reach out for support?
Well, support, I have very close friends and my kids. And they're very kind but honest. So I can trust them to tell me the truth and to tell me what I need to do and to guide me and to have an honest conversation with them where I can tell them everything inside me and not be worried that they're gonna judge me or give me the wrong advice.
And then also Ms. Jones said, yes, the sky's the limit. I agree. That's what's up. Thank you, Mrs. Jones, for timing in with. Also, if you are in the DFW, is an event coming up for book authors in the DFW. So if you are in the DFW surrounding area, I think it's August the 9th. So Ms. Jones, you still there, put the information in the
Mhm.
comment section, because I know for the event that's coming August the 9th, we'd love to share it here on the show and all the other great stuff. And she says, any advice for others heading your direction?
Well, start doing it, and never the time will never be perfect. You just
Yeah.
have to start, and you're gonna learn as you go. You're gonna make lots of mistakes. You're gonna make a fool of yourself sometimes. That's fine. You
Right.
should just keep going, and if this is something you really want to do, you should just do it.
Right.
If
And
you-
if you're pursuing modeling, start working on your portfolio. Start taking good quality pictures. Get
yep.
you a photographer, um, and just start getting the poses and just organize yourself.
And don't wait for like dieting or doing your hair the perfect way or
Hmm.
whatever. um it will work, everything will work, and there is a place for everybody. So just do it, just start. That's the
Hey,
main.
that's it. So hey, just start somewhere. So at
Mm-hmm.
least you starting somewhere. So Ms. Jones did put the information in the comment section for the event for August the 9th. Tickets are on sale for $25. So it's in the comment section. So go ahead, hit that link, and make sure you go and support that great event that's taking place August the 9th on, and tickets are $25. And also Ms. Jones said to Nancy, said, yes, Nancy, thank you. That what she said in the comment section.
You're
That was a
So
welcome.
good
like I said,
advice.
so
That was
I
a good
also like I
advice.
said, make sure y'all follow Amy on her Instagram account. It is across the screen. So y'all make sure y'all support her, encourage her, see what's going on in her world and all the other great stuff. So that's what it's all about. So let's talk about, I know when it comes there's not, we know we have wolves and sheep clothing in when it comes to these movies, because we have people on the show that they dealt with all kind of wolves. Have you ever dealt with any wolves, like ones that come in with wolves with sheep clothing?
No, not yet. Like me doing it, the role, you mean?
Yeah, because we have people um who will use stuff for perks.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I didn't encounter that yet.
No negative encounters as of yet.
Not yet. Everybody was very, very kind so far, and the sets where that I've been on to were very professional. Whether it's a startup or the professional ones, all of them were very kind, nice people. Um, I guess I'm lucky.
Well, it's
That's
fortunate
good.
because yeah, it's good because we know we have because I had someone on the show a while back and they into films, and they said they was propositioned by wolves, like men and women. They would use these for perks, and they knew they had their integrity
Mm-hmm.
involved. So that's why we want to ask that, because if you want to say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I want to ask that, because we know it comes like that. I also want to tap in. Also, give big shout out to.
Oh,
Hey, there you go. Hey, Lo, how you
hi.
doing?
Hi. Thank you. Welcome to his show.
Hi.
Hi. I'm so sorry.
Appreciate.
I was trying to link you guys up to a different platform, but that I'm so sorry. I wanted everybody to hear it. Okay. So yes, because you have some important things to say. You're beautiful, by the way.
Thank
I know
you.
you hear it all the time now, but your talent is where it's at. That's what I'm talking about. And I know
Thank
what
you.
you want to be recognized for. So I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh no,
Nah,
it's a
you good.
pleasure.
You good.
Can you guys catch me up on what's going on what's being said?
Oh yeah, well, because Amy, she's an upcoming actress and she's a model, and we've been talking about the work, putting
Yeah.
the work, paying the dues.
Mhm.
In order to be great, you got to put in the work. So that's what we've been talking about the most part. Just make stuff happen. You got to get out here and make it happen. And now that also inspiration,
Right.
push her to fulfill her goals, push her to fulfill her dreams, and just talk about that unity. Having that support, especially from family and your children, really support her and push her to fulfill her dreams and stuff like that. So that's what we've
Mhm.
been talking about the most part. So that's been the meat of discussion.
Mind
So we
me
really been.
asking how old you are right now?
Me?
Yes.
I'm 45.
Oh, God.
And I've been told you're too old to do this. I'm like, okay,
And you're
well,
not. You're not. You're not.
I'm fine with being too old to do it, and I accept the challenge. We'll see where we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Somebody tell you you're too old?
Oh, I've heard it. I've heard it. Yeah, I've
Really?
heard it myself. Yeah.
Why would they say that for?
But well, because people don't know my age, they don't know it until they actually know my age. But they say it because, they want I feel like as women, and correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like as women, because we are women, a lot of women suffer from what I deem as, I don't want to call it low self esteem, but they really look at themselves in a way to where their looks are so important
Hmm.
and it's part of their self worth, which is not. And
Yeah.
so when you are dealing with the business side of it, that is the easiest way to get someone to go down on their money, to make them say, hey, you know what? I'm not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not worth you paying me for what I deserve to be paid. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's kind of how it is, to tell you the truth.
Wow. So I know you mentioned that they said you mentioned your age, and that's still young. I consider that still young. I do.
I think it's still young. And
Yeah, I'm
like I
because I
said,
be
like if people think that's too old to start something, I do feel bad for them because if I'm living till 90, this is just half my age. I still have the other half. So I have a lot of time to do stuff, as long as I'm taking care of my health where I can move and I'm healthy. Still have a long way to go. So I think I'm
Most
still young.
definitely.
right
Yes, you're preaching.
because because God don't see age. God
Nope.
is eternal. 1,000 years to
Mhm.
Him, 1,000 years to us, just one day to Him.
One
Yep.
day.
Yeah,
Because He don't. The world look at age, but I'm saying people your age are doing more than young people are nowadays. I mean,
that's true.
just just the mindset and to really to push the limits. And I applaud you. You
But
know what I'm saying? Because there's no excuses.
I don't think that's just applied to acting. Like anything you wanna
So
start at the later age, everybody is judging you.
Oh
I'm
wow.
sorry, y'all. I have another platform that is up, and someone wants to ask something. Someone wants to
Okay,
ask.
go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Hold on. Let me see here. I'm new to this platform, so I am trying to get used to it. So
Okay.
please, look,
Nah,
there.
you good.
It's your age. No, it might be, but still, regardless. So you want to switch to on your own now. Okay. So Zena, can you please just can you type in the question you want to ask, please, if it's possible? Are you able to type in the question? Until I figure out how to have you actually. 'Cause it's not. Yeah, it's not. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Zena.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Zena. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Thank you
Yes,
for
hello.
tuning in. I see you had your hand raised up. Did you have a question?
Not really.
What did you raise your hand up, Zena?
Yeah, what I was gonna say now.
You can ask. You can do comments. It's okay. You can say comments as well. If you don't have any
Oh.
questions, you can say comments. Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to be rude, so I really did forget what I was gonna say.
Oh Lord.
But now I forgot.
It's okay, but you know what? Your presence is beautiful, so I appreciate your presence. Okay, whenever you remember, just let us know. Okay, just and I'll catch up. I saw it. I'll catch up. Okay. So just whenever you remember, just let me know what question you have. And anyone else in the chat, we have 91 people that's right here that is looking. So
Okay, awesome.
What it is that you want to ask, okay?
Big shout out to the 91 that's viewing this right now. That's big right there. Appreciate it. Like I said, the groundwork, put in the work, put in the grind. That's what it's all about. And I apply anybody who turned their dreams into reality and then making things happen for themselves. That's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, it's about being happy. And I know me, we talk about this all the time. At the end of the day, it's all about being happy and being fulfilled. And knowing that, and I remember years ago when I was at this men's conference, years ago when I went back home in Mobile, and it was a young entrepreneur speaking. He said, I want to die empty. When he said, I want to die empty, I want to utilize everything that God gave me before I leave this world. Because he said the wealthiest place is the graveyard. And he said, I want to live, I want to fulfill everything you can have for me doing this earth. So soon I make that transition, I'm fully empty. And when he said that, I thought that was so very powerful. Because think about it, how we've been trained in this world. Go to work, pay bills, be on a job for 30 years, and think you're living a good life. And people be miserable for them years.
And then people wonder why depression is so high. And
you're correct. Yeah.
So I want to elaborate on that. We having a great dialogue on it because somebody need to hear this.
Well,
I do believe that.
You're absolutely correct. I feel like oh, hey sister, I'm so sorry for not recognizing you. Hi sis. So I did want to say at the tender age of 45, I decided myself to change my whole career around. Just like, I was like, you know what? Forget this. There were so many things I wanted to do in my 20s, and I did not do them. I did not do them because I had an excuse for everything. I had an excuse for everybody. I got to take care of this person. I got to take care of that person. I got to make sure that money is good here. I got to make sure money is good there. And I had a great job, as far as money is concerned, but it wasn't making me happy. It was making me miserable. And you mentioned depression. When I'm talking about depression, especially in our community, it is so hard to even like admit that you are being depressed.
It's not accepted.
Yeah, it's very hard because people look at you in a different light, especially with the things that we have done. I don't know if you know that Fervent and I worked in the same field. So when it comes to being stable, they look at you as superwoman and superman. That's how they look at you, as if you don't have any problems. And at the end of the day, you carry so many burdens. And so it's just like, no, I want to make myself happy with what I want to do. And so I'm so excited. I remember, okay, so hold on. I'm so sorry. So Zena, she remembered, y'all. I don't want to mess her up. I don't want to mess her up. She remembered what it was. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Here we go, Zena. I'm coming. You keep that. You keep that thought because I want you to get there because you are important. The viewers are way important. Okay, so we're gonna unmute you. Zena, are you there? Zena. Zena. Okay, so I don't know what happened to Zena. But she raised her hand. So anyway, headed back to what I was saying. Choosing your life and what you want to do in life is so important, and you're absolutely correct. I applaud you 1,000%. You just don't even understand. Papa's here. I know. You don't understand how much I like is so important. And I'm just check my inbox. Okay, hold on, Deja. Thank you, Deja. Okay, so Deja has a question. Hold on, let me see what she asked. So Deja has joined the chat, and I know I'm all over the place, but I want to get these people's questions in. I'm so sorry.
But hey, that's good. That's what's all part about it. It's all about allowing the audience to ask questions and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So they feel a part of something.
Makes it more fun. Yeah,
it is. Until I'm able to actually put us all together, which will be great. I got to do it this way, unfortunately. And I told Fervent, and I'm so sorry if I am not doing it the way I'm supposed to do it. Oh God, I don't want to say I'm showing my age, but right now I'm showing my age. But so while I join her in, I will say this here. What I would like to say, oh, she's in a box. Oh, here. Thank you so much. Let's see what you said. Let's see what you had to say. So changing, and this can be scary. Changing your career is very scary. It is so freaking scary. You're like, I'm putting all of it in, and I'm just like, okay, so what do you do next? Like, what if it fails? Like, what if I don't do what I'm supposed to do? Like, it's so many what ifs, and I think we are conditioned, especially our age group, because we were raised by those baby boomers. So it is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately.
And I think if you keep the weight of what will people think if I fail, or I'm starting all over again and I'm not as good as I'm supposed to be, which is fine because, like I said, I'm starting. I'm not a pro yet. So if you worry too much about what will people think, you'll never do anything. You'll never go anywhere, and you get stuck in what you're doing instead of trying something new. So
but you know what?
To let them.
I'm glad you brought that up, Amy. I apologize, but I'm glad you brought that up. Now, I mean, there's a book I was reading called "Art of Living" by Bob Proctor, and he talks about that, breaking away from what people think. I remember growing up, our parents used to say, "What would the neighbors think?" So we was always conditioned about what other people thought about us. But he talks about in the book, once we learn how to break that cycle of worrying about what people think, we can really excel in life, because we're not gonna please everybody. You know, it's two types of people we got in this world. You got some that's gonna love you, you got some that's gonna hate you. They're gonna talk about you when you're doing good or when you're doing bad. So that's just how life is. But even Jesus himself didn't care what people thought about him. You know, he even said, does this also offend you? He wasn't people pleasing, but breaking away from what people think. And I said, well, that's a lot of time what people do. It's that go along just to get along, but breaking that pattern of not worrying about what other people think, because we become a slave to other people's opinion. Y'all want to chime in on that?
I only need one person's opinion, and that's God's opinion. I live to please God, and everybody else, it really doesn't matter. It's as long as I'm good in His eyes, That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right.
And people who love you are going to be there for you regardless.
Right.
Even if they don't like it, they'll end up accepting it. And people who are going to judge you are going to judge you regardless what you're doing, even if you're doing good. So
Oh yeah,
it's their
exactly. They
problem.
gonna right. I mean, you got spectators, you got people who's watching, you got people who are
Mhm.
always watching you, but then at the same time you're inspiring people. But most important, you're doing something that you love to do.
Yes.
And
You're
like you
living
mentioned,
your life, actually living
right.
it.
And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how it should be. We should be able to live. That's what we were
Hmm.
talking about earlier. Like when you had like with your children, they push you to fulfill your dreams and your goals and stuff. That's the type of stuff we like to listen to when you have your significant other is pushing you towards your dreams and goals. Because I do believe in this. This is my thing I believe in. We're gonna motivate, we're gonna inspire, and we're gonna hold each other accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, if you really want to do this, I'm gonna push your foot to the fire. You say you want to pursue this, okay? You're gonna
Yes.
pursue this. I'm gonna hold you accountable for it, and hold me accountable if it's something I really want to do. Hold me accountable for it. We gonna motivate each other. We gonna inspire each other. We gonna talk about what we learned. What have you learned today? What you learned today? These are things that help us grow. Iron sharpen iron. That's gonna take us
100%.
to the next level.
That's
You
right.
always
So,
need somebody to be there for you.
right,
Yeah.
you're right. You have to,
And
and
that
have,
somebody can be anything, like a partner, a kid, a friend, um, a sister, or you can have a little bit in every one of them. Like they push you in different ways,
yeah,
like a collection of them.
right.
And as long as you love each other, things will be great. You know, it will be a great support system.
Yeah, because love gonna tell you the truth, right? Love respect you. Love always gonna tell you the truth. Love gonna hold you
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
accountable. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? That's love. When you hold me accountable, that's love. Don't lie to me. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how we receive it. Now, what people do, that goes spiritually. If you receive it in the flesh, yeah, you're gonna take it as a negative, but you receive it spiritually, you're
Hmm.
gonna be accepted to it because
Mm-hmm.
I want to grow. And I encourage you to help me grow. I encourage you to challenge me. Like you mentioned earlier, you love a challenge. We're supposed to challenge each other. Challenge me to be better. Challenge me to
Hmm.
step my game up. Challenge me to master everything that you could do this. You know what I'm saying? I know you could do this. And hold me accountable. These are kind of conversations that we need to have. Hold me accountable and accept the accountability. Because at the end of the day, it's all about winning and succeeding
Hmm.
and seeing everybody winning and achieving. That's
And
what I
being
believe
happy
in.
while you're doing it.
Right. And being happy because you
Yeah.
deserve to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Even though Jesus said, I came that you might have life and have life more abundantly. He wants you to have an abundant life. You don't
Yes.
have to live a suck life. You don't have to live a mediocre life. And we got to break this cycle. Unlearn to relearn because we've been
True.
conditioned bad. And I seen some earlier today. It talks about millennials. And I'm a millennial. I was born in 1982. 82, I was born. And
General.
they said, wait, anyway, they said that millennials will be the richest generation.
Oh, so definitely.
My,
Yeah. Do you agree with it or disagree?
I think he froze.
I think everybody froze.
No, it was just him.
Oh
Okay.
man,
I think
perfect
he
We
got a
were
phone
all
storm.
call.
looking at him like, ah.
You know what though? I think he's able to still hear us.
millennials, we
There you
speak.
go.
Here we go. Here we go. Uh
Well,
oh,
I'm back.
we lost you.
I'm
We
here.
lost. We lost you, Fervent.
Okay. Okay. Well, technical
You got a
difficulty,
phone
but
call?
no,
Oh.
no, I'm good. No, I'm on. It was my internet. But anyway, you asked me that I agree with it. We have the opportunity to be millionaires, but we spend more. If my as a millennial, we more about show. If I'm
Mm.
wrong, correct me. We all about want
He
to
does everybody.
look the part. They want to look the part,
But
but
aren't the
they
part.
aren't
Yeah,
the
I
part,
get you.
Right.
They
You
wanted
know,
the fancy cars, the chains, and all that, but they ain't got nowhere to stay.
right. And
They live with their parents.
right. And they have more liability
That's why they're
than
richer.
right. But see, what it is, they have more liability. You know,
Mhm.
I seen a guy on, I don't, it may be a lot of, I don't know if it's real or not, but they were asking about, I got into investments. I wish I would known this stuff when I was in my teens and my
Me
20s. I
too.
got into
Because they don't
investments.
teach us in school, which is what they
Right.
should have taught us.
Right. So I'm into investment now. I'm all about my money growing. So I'm not actually talking about it. I'm actually living it.
Hmm.
And while we work, we get overtime. So I
Yeah.
use my overtime to put in my investment. That's what I started doing. That's what I told myself. Because I'm thinking long term. Like I said, I'll be 40, I'm 43, I'll be 44 next April. And I'm thinking long term. And it was told to me that I was gonna be a millionaire. That was back in 2009. This guy told me that y'all gonna make a millionaire, and I believe that. But it takes discipline or
Did you freeze again?
I think so.
He does. I think he did.
Because I do agree with that point. The millennials believe that they can do it, and that's why they're
I
making
don't
it.
think it's just the millennials, though. I think it's pretty much. I think it's one how we're raised. I
Hmm.
think it's two. Just how your mindset is. One thing that I always tell my children is this: money will always come. Money will always come no matter what it is. And it will. It
Hmm.
will. You will never believe like how much money has passed through my hands.
Oh my God.
And when like a lot. And I just recall like my younger when it was passing through my hands. I just allowed it to just go away. And I was like, dang, I have nothing to show for it.
You find
So
a way to spend it. True.
yeah, so yeah, and you know what? I didn't even realize how. Remember how you talked about depression?
Hmm.
You know, as a woman who I am, I believe that I used to spend money
I did that when I had depression.
soothe
Yeah.
that, yeah, to soothe that depression. You know,
Yes, I used
um,
to do
so
that.
and so that's kind of what it was.
And like
Um,
you said, you spend it on stuff that will disappear, clothes or going stuff
yeah,
that will not last.
Hmm.
And
exactly.
huge amounts, but it's just calming you down somehow.
Exactly. And I just feel like,
Shopping therapy.
Yes,
yes, but
exactly.
I'll never forget. Like, it's so crazy because I remember at my job, I used to talk to so many individuals, or individuals used to somehow love to talk to me, and maybe I don't know why, but they would. People that I never used to talk to, but I would just like give them so much financial advice. And I'll never forget this one lady who I didn't necessarily like her that much, but but like I just feel like, look, if I have the advice, I'm going to give it to you. It doesn't
That's
matter.
good.
And I did, and I told her how she can pay her mortgage off so much faster. And I was like, look, I learned this year during this class. Look, this is what they taught me.
Hmm.
And she came to me one day right before she retired. She said, I have one more year to pay off my mortgage. And then I'll be a homeowner. I was like, oh my
Wow.
God. I was like, you do that. Yes. I was like, you do that then. I was like, I was like amazed. And I was like, here's all this advice that I'm giving, and I'm not doing it for myself. You know, I had so many excuses
Hmm.
for what I shouldn't be doing when I should have been doing it. And I'm with Furman when he talked about just investing, being able to. I think in our community, um, they don't want to, like, I hate to say they, but there are a lot of people that do not want us to know how to make money. You know, black and brown people, they do not want us to know how to make money. period. So I try my best. Yes, I try my best to
But I
encourage.
think it's a general thing for all the middle class,
Mhm.
and
It is.
down. They don't want you to know how to manage, make, or invest your money, so you can keep
Keep
them
working.
keep working, do the work that nobody want to do, because if you're
Mhm.
gonna be good in finances, you're not gonna work as much, and they
Yeah.
need people to be working this much so they can keep producing and selling and doing all those stuff and stay rich.
You
Well,
gotta
everybody
have the
else
worker bees.
is
Not
very.
everybody can be a leader, so you have to have worker bees. So
Mhm.
I did realize that, and I think when I realized that, I was like, "Dang, that's so interesting." So when Furman told me that you are following your dream and you are doing what you want to do, that is a hard thing to break out here where we live.
Mhm.
And I was like, dang, I have so many questions because even though this is a up and coming area, and I don't know, you from the state of Texas, correct?
I'm in Texas now. Yeah.
Okay. So when we talk about Texas, it's just like you're not able to get as much as you would like. Let's just put it that way.
Welcome
Yeah,
So
back,
but
it's just
Thurman.
like,
it's
yeah,
smaller film and productions. Yeah.
exactly. So it's very interesting.
But again, it's
How much you want it?
I
Yeah.
think well, definitely that, and I think because it's a smaller community and not like Hollywood or New York or Atlanta, you s- you have the opportunity to break in. The community is not that big, so you get to meet them. Like in the DFW area, you get to meet a lot of the people just by being on set of different movies. You're gonna repeat, like, see many people in different sets, and you feel the sense of community. You're making friends. You're seeing other people like you who have a dream and being aggressive and trying to get it done, and they're helping you as well. It's I think it's adding to the family feeling of being
Yeah.
in the film industry, and that's really nice. Well, I believe, not that I don't want to end up there, but I believe if you're in Hollywood or places like that, it's a lot colder there.
Yeah,
Everyone
it
is trying
is.
to fight for their spot, you know?
Most definitely. I was just telling Furman not too long ago. I have a really good friend of mine whose brother has been in a couple movies,
Hmm.
who is big name movies, who have been main characters. He has been
Wow.
extras as main characters. Um, and his brother left his marketing job to become his manager. And I asked him, now, mind you, I've been friends with this man for at least, I don't know, 6, 7 years, right? So I asked him, I say, hey, do you mind coming on the show talking about what you do, blah, blah, blah. And he refused. So I'm okay with that because I know you're going to, just as much as you're going to get your yeses, you're going to get double the no's, right?
Hmm.
You're going to get double the no's. But it's
Maybe
just,
even more.
yeah, and a little bit more. So it just made me start thinking like, geez, we like it doesn't have an effect on our friendship. I just realized because of our age group how a lot of people are, and not just even our age group, but just the younger age group and just people in general when it comes to making money, it's almost like they're scared of you're gonna take something from them.
Mhm.
And I really freaking hate that because, and I remember one thing my husband always used to tell me, because I used to, I have a very small circle of friends, but I really took what he said at heart. He said, you cannot expect people to do what you do
Yes.
and then be upset about it because it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you're going to do something, you just got to take it as, hey, I did it from the bottom of my heart,
Don't
and
expect anything in return. Yeah.
Exactly. And I never realized that that's what I was doing. And I think I did that because I looked at it. Okay, well, I don't have a very big group of friends, so I expected my friends to act a certain type of way. But I still was doing it. I still was doing it. That's the accountability part. That's the, hey, you got to recognize the things that you're doing. So I was like, dang, that sucks. I also have another friend whose son is into acting right now, and he has been on several big time movies. He was just in Monster Summer with Gibson. He was in a lot of movies, and I asked his father because his mom was his manager, um, and so I was just like, let me talk to you, which is his dad. How do you like? What do we need to do? Because I was interested at one point because of what I did at work, and I was just interested. And so, I'm sorry, y'all. Go ask your papa, please. But my mom doesn't help me. This is what it is. Say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
You're being rude right now because I'm talking. Can you go out there and ask Papa? Thank you. So basically, let's just put it this way. I didn't get any info or help. So, but you know what I'm saying? I think it's just like that. I think it's just like that. It's like that in that type of industry. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've experienced that quite a bit. But I don't know. I would love to ask you, did you experience that quite a bit?
Well, they did ask me that question before, and that's what I'm saying. I've been lucky. Everybody is very nice around here so far. Thank God.
Yes.
And I like every person I encountered has been great, and anybody I kept in touch with, we became actually I became friends with a lot of them, and we see each other out, go out, do stuff or talk, and it's really nice so far. And that's why I'm saying, like, I feel this area, it's like because it's a smaller market versus the bigger ones, so everybody is trying to help everybody.
Do you think that's the reason why though?
I
Because
think
of
so, because like when you go to bigger markets, you have the sharks, and everybody is coming from all over the country, and everybody is trying to get their piece. So everybody is in competition. While here, the market is very
Yeah.
slow compared to the big three. So
right.
everybody is trying to lift everybody because that's the
That's
only
what it
way
is.
we can make it, you know?
Right. Right.
I like that.
Can
I like
What
that.
movies have you been in so far?
I've been in feature films and a
Okay.
sitcom. Yeah. I'm still new
Okay.
to all of this. Like,
No, that's great. That's great. Like that is amazing. That is amazing. Like that is amazing that you are able to accomplish that because there's so many people out there. There's so many young women out there trying to get where you're trying to get, and you're able to do it at your like. I hate to say at your age, but they're looking at you
but
like,
it's a
how
true
is this?
statement. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like
We were
how is
supposed to have less
this her over
patience
me?
and motivation. So, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Because
And, and
I know you have run into young girls be like, why would they choose her over me? Oh my God.
But let me ask this too. I know you mentioned age. Do they give y'all certain roles at certain ages? 'Cause I know you. Do they kind of
um,
like put you like in a
yeah,
mother's role? Like, well, for your age, we're just gonna put you in a mother's role. So like that. Had they ever done that before?
they've done that before. Yeah, definitely. Especially when I know I'm a mother, they're like, "Oh, perfect. What's the age of your kids?" I'm like 18. Oh, that's perfect. We can give you any age now.
But the thing about it is, I know it was technical difficulties on my end. It was an outage going on in the neighborhood. I just got the email on my phone, but it should be back. But other than that, like I said, I know I missed a lot of good stuff, and I know the ladies been holding it down. So I know I'm in and out. But like I said, we love it. And I love it. So main thing is keep up the great work in what you do. Besides acting and modeling, what else you want to do? What else things you set out to do? What other things you want to accomplish? What other goals that you
I
want to tap into?
I want to travel the world, live in different countries
That's it.
for different periods of times. Just get to meet different people, learn their culture. I guess that I think that open your mind and like show you new things that because you're living in one place, you're living inside the bubble, so you don't know. And there's a lot of stuff we don't know. And the more you travel, the more you see stuff in life and you feel the experience. It's really
That's
interesting. Yeah.
So, would you say that's how you would stay motivated and maintain resilience in such a competitive field? Would you say that?
What do you mean? Explain a little bit more.
So you say you wanted to travel,
Mhm.
and I think like traveling gets you away from just your everyday norm.
Mhm.
So is that how you stay motivated into what you're trying to do and what you
Yes.
are accomplishing?
Well,
Okay.
it is
Oh,
how I stay motivated going, and it's how I stay motivated because that's my goal. So
right.
I'll be able to live a more free life where I don't have that 8 to 5 and I'm stuck in an
mm,
office and I have the 14 days off the year and then I don't get to live my life.
I need
Well,
your job.
what is that?
I need your job.
For 14 days a year, that's nothing. You
It's
really
okay.
like,
You know what? When you love what you're doing, it's worth it.
um, yeah, that's true. That's true. But we live at once, so we should try to make it where we have more free time, depend more on investment and doing stuff where your money is working for you versus you
that's it.
spending all your day
Amen.
working.
That's right.
That's it. That's what we want to get to. We get to the
Yeah.
point we want our money to work for
To be
ourselves.
able to enjoy life without having to be working all
Right,
the time.
right. And you
Yes.
had that right because you better do stuff
Because the
freely.
money is building itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's building itself. Because I remember I love reading books. I love reading books. And I read American Gangster. Everybody familiar with the movie American Gangster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel played Frank Lucas. Okay, I got the book American Gangster. And Frank Lucas was so, even though he was selling drugs, but I'm not talking about the drug part, but he was in a position where he met this woman and he took her to Paris for dinner.
Hmm.
They just up and went. He said they just went up and had dinner in Paris. I mean, who would want to do that? Hey, let's go out to dinner. Where you want to go? Hey, we just
Let's go
go
to
and take
Dubai tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm saying, but be in that type of position where you can just
Yeah.
up and go. Like we ain't got to eat here in Texas. We just go take a flight and we can eat over in England somewhere for the night
Amen.
or.
That's gonna be my life.
Yeah,
In
and
the
you get
name
to
of
spend
in
quality
the
time
name
with the
of
people you love.
Jesus.
Right, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and then go ahead.
I'm so
You get to
sorry.
spend more quality time, I'm saying, with your
Yeah.
family and with the people you love when you have this kind of life
Hmm.
versus if you're stuck in that office 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. Um, I've done that for a very, very, very long time in my life, and that's fine. But I think it sucks the life out of you because you're not spending your life correctly.
Right, you're right. You're right about that because majority of the time we're on these 9 to 5 jobs, and
Mhm.
where we
And you
come
get
from,
stuck in paying the bills and
that's it. That's
making it,
mhm.
and it gets you a great life, but then you're stuck. You're like
Yeah,
on the hamster wheel. You keep
right.
Hmm.
doing the same stuff, repeating the same week over and over and over until you die. And then we call it a life, and
Mm,
that doesn't make sense.
mm.
The goal
That's
is to try to break free of that,
Yes.
hopefully.
Yes,
That's the
yes,
that's
yes.
T. That's the T.
that's
Hmm.
Yes.
deep. But
And
see,
I
now what?
and
Go
it
ahead.
might have been asked prior to that. What were you doing prior to the acting and stuff that you were doing?
Well, I'm still doing that. I still have
You
an
still,
8 to 5.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. So
Um,
still at
I'm in
your
IT.
you're in,
My position is called agile coach. That's
mhm.
a very IT term. It's like a kind of like project management.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. Somebody's asking questions. So sorry. so
Oh,
I'm
it's
trying
all good. It's
saying, yeah, no, I'm trying to get them in. Trying to multitask. My bad. Sorry.
That's fine.
but at least
Yeah,
they're asking questions, so that's
for
a good thing. They're
you.
asking questions.
It's for you.
Yeah,
so
so that's good. They're
okay.
asking questions.
So when you strike it big, because sister, I see you are making you're gonna be a star. I can tell
Oh,
already.
thank you.
Already.
Thank you.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, like I said, I hope to get to a point where I don't have to have an 8 to 5 and just get to enjoy life, like really live it. And I'm not gonna spend it sleeping. Like I hope to be keep doing something. I'm not the kind that just want to be sitting on TV.
Yeah,
I just want to go out, like I said, see the world, meet different people, do something good.
yeah.
Um, like if I had the money and the freedom, I would like to be helping people that are less fortunate do stuff more with their life. Hopefully one day.
Do you have an agent right now?
I do have agencies, but
Agency.
not a specific agent. It's not exclusive. Not
Do you
ex-
mind sharing that or no? I mean,
um,
it's okay if because you know what, I believe in putting in the work on your own as well, because that's what motivates people the most. When they put in the work themselves, that's what will motivate them so much more. Like,
yeah. Well, like we were discussing in the beginning, I started with John Casablanca. I took a course with them, and I went with the agency with them, NTM, or through them.
okay,
And there is a lot of stuff they can do before they get to the point of agency, I
Yeah.
guess.
okay, okay,
With all the different apps and websites that they can use to try to land something, build their portfolio, um, get pictures, got on Facebook. There's lots of stuff on Facebook. Be willing and open to sacrifice your time for free
Hmm.
and
Mm.
put in lots of hours, whether it's commuting or on set, and
yeah,
be so unimportant there.
yeah.
Just like do it, and eventually something will give. Hopefully.
You will, because you speak those things be as they were. You speak those things like it's taking place right now.
Hmm.
That's what death life is power of the tongue, you eat the fruit thereof. You speak those things be as they were. And you because that was going back to what I was reading a while back in that book
Mhm.
I would say art of life. Anyway, I can't think of it. But it talks about you write down exactly like you live in it. If, for example, if you want to live in a nice neighborhood and you want
That's
to live
why
in this
God says, write the vision to make it plain.
right, because you write, well, I live at such address. My house is such square feet. My house has this many amount of bedrooms. Because you get in the subconscious mind where you're
Yes.
actually,
You
or
have
you
to be
write,
delusional and
right,
believe some very big dreams. You have to
right,
be.
because God gives us imagination. You know, He gives us imagination. That's why we had these wild imaginations when we were children. We could be anything we wanted to be when we were children. Because
Life
God
is
gave
not
imagination.
universe is not on a budget.
Right,
No, God's not
right,
on a budget. God has a
Exactly.
lot in store for
It
us.
Yep. You
right,
ask and you'll be given.
He
right.
has
That's
a
why you
cattle
write
on
it.
1,000 hills.
Hmm.
Exactly. So that's why you write out exactly what you want. I mean, now you write out like exactly you got it. Like we have this
Well,
such
he'll
this
give you what you
platform.
ask for. You write it down exactly how you want it because he is a precise and he knows exactly what you want. He'll give you what you want, but you just gotta write it down and make sure you believe in what you want.
And
Right.
your subconscious will keep working over time to
Yeah.
guide you.
Right.
Yeah.
And it will become like an obsession in your life. You'll start seeing the way. Don't they say if you want something, you'll find a way. If you don't want it, you'll find an excuse.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
this is exactly like when you write it down, it's like you're affirming to your brain, I want this.
Hmm.
Right.
And
Because we were talking about this last night on the show. That's why it talks about do not be conform. Science plays a role, and
yes. We were just talking
um,
about quantum physics.
yeah,
well, you can try to explain it from either science or spiritual, but it's true.
It
both
ties in
ways
together.
are true.
It ties in together because in
Yes.
Daniel, in the book
Yeah.
of Daniel, they dealt with science, but
Mm-hmm.
a believer would think that's demonic. Oh, you just demonic. No, it's not demonic. They dealt with science in the Bible
Mm-hmm.
because science it ties in together. That's why he talks about not be conformed to the world, but be transformed by renewing of the mind. So how you gonna have to renew your mind? That just be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? It's science. The way God is so unique. God is a genius, and
Yes, he is.
the way he wired us, we gotta be. That's why I'm reading that book about it's talk about quantum fit. You know, Lois. That just that just confirmation. Low as well. We just brought that up. It's just confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
but it ties in together. We have to unlearn to relearn
Yes.
because we've been wired and we've been conditioned to
To
think
the
a
ways
certain
of the
way.
world. Mm-hmm.
Right. Like I said, I thank God for our parents, and I thank God for my mom and dad. They did the best they did to raise me and my brothers. But they was only passing down information that they were passing on from their parents. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they passed on to us, especially though they were born in the 80s, you know, go to work, go to school,
Mm-hmm.
be in a job for 30 years. And then when you retire, you lived a good life. But then think about it, you was always a bit down and miserable. And then we worked just to pay bills.
Mm-hmm.
And if you compare it to their life back then, like the Great Depression and all the worlds they went through, it does make sense. Like that's a great life. It's a stable life. That's all what you want. To have a nice house and a nice car, be able to go on a vacation, have a family, and everybody lived close to each other. While now
Mm-hmm.
it's a total different life. And we can't keep living our parents and grandparents' life and get stuck with it because everything is changing and we have to change with the time. We have
Yeah.
to
Right.
evolve.
Right. We have to evolve, and that's taking it to the next level. I had a conversation with a guy at an event here in Arlington. Big shout out to Keith Sanchez for putting it together. And this guy I ran into, he talked about the exact same thing. People will have these networking, they will have these things, but there's no money being accumulated.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Like, where's the money coming in at? We have it's a lot of gatherings and things of that nature, but now you have to start manifesting the fund. The right thing from other people from other countries, they come here and they become successful.
Mm-hmm.
They take the resources and they run with it compared to the person that we've been for so long. And we're playing, we catching up because I do believe what the Bible says. God will restore the years that was taken from us. God will restore the years. He will do that. But now we're playing catch up now, spiritually wise. We're playing catch up where he's teaching us and we're being open now to the creativities where we're not being afraid. Now we have a lot of people who are stepping out boldly now, stepping out on faith and really pursuing and not allowing their circumstances, not allowing people to, what to say, discourage them. Because I believe once you get serious, that's when God open up doors
Yes.
for you, and God will connect you to the right people. Just like for a prime example, I'm gonna share my story. When I transitioned from Mobile to Dallas, it was a smooth transition. It really was. I was working for the sheriff department back at home. That's how I ended up getting hired on the sheriff department here in Dallas because I was already working for the sheriff department. I mean, the investigative officer emailed me a couple of days and hey, the job, blah, blah, blah. And God gave me so much favor with my lieutenant. My lieutenant would let me take off because she knew what I was doing. And
Mm-hmm.
I was flying from Mobile to Dallas. It was during the pandemic. You know, everything was cheap. So I was flying back and forth to Dallas every other week. And it was a smooth transition. Getting put to what I'm going to get to is I had so much time built up. And my lieutenant let me stay at home. She said, you know what, Jackson, I know you about to get ready to move. It's a big move for you. I'm just gonna let you stay at home for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let you work your 2 weeks out. I'm gonna let you stay at home for 2 weeks because I know you got to make a move. So I was at home for 2 weeks getting paid while I was getting my stuff together. Okay. When you making a move, you think it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna tell you something. My apartment was already set up. I was still in Mobile. My apartment was already set up in Arlington. and I ain't touching Arlington. When I left my last job, I left there with $7,000. My last check was $7,000. They paid all my vacation time. They paid me all my comp time.
Of course.
When I tell anybody that once you get serious, God will open up doors for you, and God will connect you to the right people, and He did.
Yep.
And He made a way. It was a smooth transition. 7 is completion, so that means when I got this 7, that let me know, okay, Furman, your time was completed. Yeah, it was completed, and it was a smooth transition. So I tell anybody, once you get serious about your life, God will make a way for you. He will open up doors for you. You ain't got to worry about what it's gonna come from. He will open up doors for you. He really will, and I witnessed that. It's like once you become that extraordinary human being, that's when things happen. And then you don't care what nobody say about you, don't care what nobody think about you. You know what was you purpose in your heart, what you want to do. And I had people thought I wasn't gonna leave Mobile. I had people like, why you want to go down into Dallas for? And you don't know nobody down there, and why you want to work at the jail down there? You don't know nobody at the jail, and it's different and blah blah blah. But I was determined to get here. And then it took me to the scripture in Genesis chapter 12 when God told Abraham, leave everything and then go to the land I will show you. And that's what I based it off of. And even though it's a long drive, 9 hours from Mobile to here was a long drive. People say, you going to drive by yourself? You can be by yourself. I didn't care. Because I had God on my side. I had faith. And I believe in myself. Man, I left Mobile 3 o'clock that morning. I came here to Dallas at 1 o'clock that afternoon. I didn't start working for the sheriff department till that Monday. And sky's the limit. And ever since I came here to Dallas, everything started coming together for me.
That's beautiful.
Because that's how I met Lo. She was at the sheriff department, and that's how I met her. So God connect people with you for a reason.
Ooh, I'm so sorry, because when he told me how he found like who I was, when he told me, I was laughing so hard.
So,
oh my God,
God connect people.
Tell them how they said it. Oh Lord.
But that's how I met her, because I said she was there, and that's how I connected with her. So God always connect you with the people at the right place at the right time. Like when Nancy, you know what I'm saying? I got discovered by Nancy just being on Blog Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how I got discovered by her. So once you start being serious,
doors will open.
Doors will open. And I'm saying nobody, no devil in hell, nobody cannot stop you. I'm just gonna say it. Don't give a damn what people think about you. Live your life. Because I had people out taught me from coming here, and I still did. To this day, these people do not talk to me no more. Oh well.
Well, people are in your life for a season, and that's what I truly believe.
Yeah,
or for a semester, or just for a month. Who knows? And I also believe when I hear a lot of this here. God opened doors, but also God shut doors.
Yeah, you're right. He does.
To go back through. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that.
It feels like he's directing you, so he shuts the door so you'll move and go in that direction.
You're right about that. You're right about that. And then what I love about it, he will put people in your life to challenge you.
Yes.
And that's a good challenge. and I'm saying that's a good challenge. He will put people in your life to challenge you. And I love people like that because I get challenged all the time. But it's a good challenge though. Like you say, and you like to be challenged. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I grow and that's how I evolve. And like I said, we're about to to do another podcast. With Lo and stuff. They're just saying about a great lunch day here in Dallas. And it's getting the buzz. A lot of people, man, we're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Because we are expanding. And we are growing.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I gotta say this. Y'all, look here. I would have never, I've always thought about the podcasting, but I would have never, ever, ever, ever actually done it had this man not have said, do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. So, even though I was inside that room and that door had closed, I always looked at it this way: a window will freaking open.
Mm-hmm.
A window will freaking open. And so I was like, man, you know what? Why not? Why freaking not? I used to be so introverted. So introverted. I never talked to anybody, never dealt with anybody. And then, I went through some classes where I had to talk, where I had to teach at the sheriff's department. I was a supervisor, literally was a supervisor at one point. And prior to my accident. And I was like, now I have to talk. Now I have to talk.
Yep. Yeah.
And so when I did, and he told me that, I was like, you know what?
Why not?
He's right. He's right. What am I holding myself back for? So when I heard, man, let me tell you something. Your story, madam, your story is so inspirational to me. And even though, I try not to be on his podcast because this is his baby. He had like walking his way. This is his baby. And I don't want to take any type of credit. I don't even want to like I'm going to like I'll watch it, but I like no, this is his baby. He put all of this is his work. And I don't like this is his work. And I'm just like, Lord, man, God has brought this man into my life for a reason. And he has led me to meet not just you, but my sister from, look, I'm going to call you from my sister from another mother. You know what I'm saying? Because you said something last podcast that I was on that I've been thinking about for the longest. Like for the longest, it has been on my mind. Like seriously, it has. And I really take things what people say. So things that you are talking about, madam, let me tell you something. They mean so much. They mean so much. They really mean so much because I'm just like, it's never too late to start over. Mm-hmm. It's never too late to do the things that you want to do. Like it's so full of joy, and you can bring yourself full of joy. This is great. I love that you are on the show. Like this just shows so many things. You are chasing after your dream, and where you have heard so many no's, honey, you're gonna make it. I'm telling you. Like real talk, I'm telling you. You're gonna make it big, and people are like, at least I can be like, oh yeah, we did a podcast with her. we did a podcast with her. How about that?
Man, awesome stuff. Yeah. Awesome stuff. And Amy, will apply you. Keep up the great work. I know we're about to get ready to depart from here, but keep up the great work, Amy, of course, and keep reaching higher heights and all the good stuff. So before we get ready to go, Amy, do you have any words of advice, any words of wisdom that you want to leave here with the listening audience as well? And I'm about to get ready to pull your Instagram up again so people make sure they follow you on Instagram as well. So do you have any words of advice, any sounds of wisdom that you want to leave here with the lovely audience?
I guess I will summarize what we said in this podcast, which is if you want to do something, just start tomorrow. Don't wait to put a plan. Don't wait until the time's perfect. Just start, and eventually you'll get it right. You're going to get it wrong a lot of times, and you cannot stop. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard, and you're going to have to work extra overtime. That's fine. If you want something, you have to chase it, and it will get much better with time. And that's it. Thank you guys for having me. I really, really enjoyed being here with you guys and meeting you and talking to you guys.
Man, awesome stuff.
Yes.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you, Amy.
And appreciate you, Amy, as well. And also make sure you follow Amy on Instagram account. It is across the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow her. As well. Also, make sure y'all follow Nancy as well as Lo on their Instagram page as well. It's across the stream, so make sure y'all follow me with the latest updates and see what's going on as well. We got a lot of things ready to come up. As well. We got the Just Saying podcast coming up with me and Lo very very soon. So that is in the making. People ask me, you gonna be doing too, y'all? I'll still be doing Walking His Ways, and I will be doing the Just Saying with Lo as well. How Shannon Sharp got
Yes.
Club Shay and Nightcap with Ocho Cinco. So I will be doing that as well. So like I said, it's all about expanding and growing and evolving. So I'm excited what God got in store. With Lo and with the Just Saying podcast and the further and also with the Walking His Ways as well. So also great stuff. I know Nancy, she got some stuff coming up as well in Miami. I know she got the outreach coming up. So
Yeah.
Nancy's going to talk about that. With the outreach for the ladies. So ladies, not men, ladies. So Nancy, go ahead and
Yeah,
elaborate on that, and then
we're
after
gonna be
that,
going out to the strip clubs and preaching to the girls and August 28th, and just look forward to it and being able to be the light in the dark.
awesome.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's wonderful, Nancy. Oh my God. I did not know that.
yeah. So y'all make sure y'all keep Nancy and her group in y'all prayers. Ladies only, no men.
Yeah, ladies only.
Ladies only, no men. So y'all make sure be on the lookout for that as well in the city of Miami also. So most thing forward, they're gonna pass it on. Then I'm passing on low. Low, do you have any words of advice, any sounds of wisdom that you can leave here as we get ready to part? I'm gonna pass back to Nancy. She's gonna lead us out. So, any words of advice, any sounds of wisdom you will leave here with these lovely audience here
I
on the Walking His Ways.
Yes. So I promise everybody I will get it together with both of us as far as everything, how the streaming is together. This is my first time, so I'm so sorry if people think that I'm everywhere because this is something that is new. So I am sorry. I will apologize. But you know what? I feel like we have learned a lot of things, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is no disrespect to you, Amy. I was trying to get on.
Oh,
I was
no, no,
trying
no, no, no.
to get
But
on
that's
you.
part of the learning. That's part of moving forward, right?
It is. It is. I
Yes.
want to say
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, Furman, first and foremost. Thank you, Nancy. You have always, like, this man, like, I can tell he has so much respect for you, madam. Like, I can tell so much. So when I say, like, keep up the good work, your outreach is gonna do great. Amy, you are an inspiration. An
Thank you.
inspiration.
I'm glad to hear
Okay.
that.
I would love to hear about your next project. What next project do you have in that's coming up?
Um, well, I'm actually going to be working on uh, faith-based movie. Uh, I'm just gonna have a small role in it, but one of my friends is wrote it and producing this. So hopefully that will be coming in the fall.
Well, I'll get your information through Furman.
Yeah, awesome. So I'll make sure I pass it on. I'll make sure I pass it on as well because you are in DFW, right? And you are in Dallas, right? You
Yes, yeah,
okay,
I'm
awesome, awesome,
Dallas. Yes.
So
awesome, awesome.
yes, and the one thing he has told me is, you know what, making money doesn't sleep. And I remember you just literally just said that. I was like,
Yep.
gotta wake my ass up. Excuse my language, but I gotta start waking my ass up and do what I need to do. So you know what, man, I heard it not just from him, but I heard it from you. So that was a message from God. And so I was like, I need to
That's
hear
it.
that.
That's
Yes.
it. Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, make it happen, Captain. That's what it's all about. Make it happen. And that's what you're gonna do. Make it happen. So Nancy, go ahead and lead us out. But like I said, y'all be on the lookout for the Just Saying podcast. I'm excited about
And our
the
next,
lunch
I'm
of it.
so sorry. I'm so sorry, Furman, to interrupt you. You want to tell them about what's happening next Tuesday as well?
Okay, next Tuesday we'll be in Fort Worth. Next, big shout out to Peyton Jackson. We had Peyton on the show. She actually is a candidate for U.S. Congress for the state of Texas, and she has a meeting coming up in Fort Worth. That's at 5 o'clock. But after her meeting, we're gonna be doing an interview with her that Tuesday after the meeting in Fort Worth. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Doing something new because I invested in a camcorder and I got some mics. This will be something new for me because I never did no outside work. So this is gonna be something new, but we're looking forward to it. So be on the lookout for that interview as well. We want to make sure we're working in the spirit of excellence. That's the main thing. Matter of fact, I won't be conducting the interview. Lo gonna be conducting an interview with Peyton, and I'm just be worried behind.
I did run for an office, so I think I think you
Right, because what I did, because
I am nervous.
Well, because I envision you doing it, and I'm just gonna work behind the scenes. So I envision you doing that. So
I need you there.
I would be there, but I'm just be working behind the scenes with the camera and stuff. So
okay. Well, you know what? During my time at the church department, they depended on me for a lot of different things. So yes, I got you. We are in this together. But that is our official, just saying, our first one of our first ones. So please, 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 everybody tune in. Everyone tune in.
So that'd be next Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. So we're to pass on to Nancy. Nancy, great leaders out. We'll be back here Saturday for our Saturday edition. So be on the lookout for that. I'm just excited what God is doing in this time. So hey, sky's the limit. Growth, elevation, and learning new things. So Nancy, lead us out. And we'll be back here Saturday for our Saturday edition. So lead us out.
Romans 10:9 says, if you confess with your mouth and believe with your heart that Jesus Christ is Lord, you shall be saved. So right now, just say, dear Lord Jesus, I admit that I'm a sinner. Please forgive me of all of my sins. I believe that you died on the cross and rose on the third day. Today, I make you my Lord and my Savior. From this day forward, fill me with your Holy Spirit and lead me for the rest of my days. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Again, appreciate you, Amy. Appreciate you, Nancy. Appreciate you, Lo, as well. Thank you for accepting. Thank you for hanging out with us as well, man. Y'all keep up the great work, man. Y'all enjoy your night. Be at peace. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. And I gotta give a big shout out to T.D. Williams. He said it before. Remember the graveyard. Everybody had one thing in common. They thought they were gonna see tomorrow, and they didn't. Remember, let's live life like it is our last, because we don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring.
100%.
Don't live in regret, because right, and he'll see you through. He will see you through. I seen it happen with my own eyes. He will see you through. We love y'all. So we out. Man, y'all have a great night, and we'll be back here Saturday. Peace, everybody.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.